Hello and welcome to another Muzzpression video. My name is Muzz and we're going to be talking about Splitgate, which is a game that actually got released in 2019 but has been released for the next generation of consoles, and this is the beta. First off, the fact that they have microtransactions in a beta is ridiculous. If you've watched my content before, you know my opinions on microtransactions. I think they're gross, I think they're poor. I just think there's other ways that you can try and make money off games that don't involve trying to manipulate people through microtransactions. But yeah, to have it in a beta is very, very poor. So, moving on from that, let's talk about the actual game. What is Splitgate like? And the best way I can describe it is it's like Halo mixed with Portal. Now, if you played Halo, it's multiplayer action. It's definitely not as good. Halo is the far superior game, far superior game in this case. But the cool mechanic is the Portal ability, the ability to put a portal against a specific. It has to be a specific part of the wall or part of the roof that you have to aim at. Put a portal through, you put a portal near you, you can go through and traverse the level that way, which as a mechanic is very, very good. The way it's implemented, we'll get on to where I think the biggest shortcomings are for it. Basically, the maps can make or break the game. If the map doesn't have a good, like the portal spots aren't in a good bit, or there's not really that many areas to actually use them, it can feel just a bit like a standard multiplayer shooter where honestly the gunplay's not bad, it's not great. The guns are very generic, they don't inspire anything, there's no creativity there. They're carbines, assault rifle, SMG. The shotgun is ridiculously overpowered. It's one shot kill from a decent range, and with the portals you can kind of close the range quite quickly. But yeah, the guns are just not that interesting to use. But it can be fun if everything aligns and you find a good map with a good mode, and you have some good people in there who are actually using the portals, trying to gain the upper hand by using the portals. It can be a fun and intense game. The main issue I think is just with the longevity of this game. I've played it I don't know how many hours, but I played it over several nights, and after about an hour I was like, cool, I'm done. Whereas with other multiplayer shooters, especially Apex, go back to my Halo days, Call of Duty as well, I would want to keep playing past that hour. Whereas I feel like some of the game modes are just a bit too basic, and it just doesn't really add that much more to a traditional shooter. It just, the portal mechanics are limited by the maps, and there are some cool. There's one mode that I haven't played. It's called Takedown, and it's a 3v3 in a small arena with lots of portal areas, and you have to kill all three players simultaneously. So when you kill someone, they have a countdown to come back in, and that gradually gets bigger the more times you die, and it becomes really cat and mouse when you've got 3-on-1, the other player's portaling about trying to get away, then your teammates spawn back in, you take out two there. Guys, you're waiting for, you're looking for the other person. It becomes a very cool, and because you need to use the portals to get about, and it's a smaller map, and as I said, there's a lot of the portal spots to use, it becomes chaotic. It becomes a real fun, frantic game mode that I really enjoyed. But that honestly is the only differentiator. The different game mode that I played, everything else feels pretty standard, and the comparisons to Halo are going to go on. The announcer that they have is, yeah, they need to fix that. It is a bit annoying.
Cure. Evolve. dropped. Ball dropped. Ball stolen. Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Ball stolen.
Especially when you're playing oddball and you drop the ball, pick up the ball, drop the ball, pick up the ball, drop a ball, pick up the ball. He just keeps going. He just keeps saying that, and he says it over and over again. It gets a bit annoying, and they're clearly going for that kind of double kill, triple kill, which can be quite satisfying. But it's just the game feels like a knockoff version of Halo. I should have said that at the start. A knockoff version of Halo. The graphics are not as good. The shooting is decent, but not quite as good as a Halo. And the maps, some of them are decent, but again, most of them are quite. It just doesn't really do it for me, and I don't think it's a game I'm going to play for a long time. Honestly, I'm certainly not going to spend any money on it. The whole idea of spending money on this game just does not appeal to me. But that is it. Again, the traditional game modes, the portals can add some elements to it, like domination, where if you put down a portal at one base and then you put it at other, you can get back and forth between the bases and defend two at once, which I enjoyed that aspect of it. But again, when more people get more experience with it, they'll learn to close the portals. And I will say, I didn't play the rank mode, which I guess will get you in more competitive matches who actually play. When the skill level was up, it was a much funner game, but I feel like it just didn't grab me. It just didn't grab me. I think the mechanics are cool. The portal element, certainly, initially I was like, oh, this is really good, and then I started to see the shortcomings of sort of the design of the game, some of the maps, the jetpack. I don't really like the fact that you can't vault in this game. Is pretty annoying when you're just at the ledge and you've ran out of juice and you just fall right down. Pretty annoying. But yeah, that's Splitgate. I don't think I'm going to play it beyond the beta. I think I might delete it actually, honestly, soon. But that is it. What do you all think of it? Let me know. What are your thoughts on the game? Do you enjoy it? How have you been finding it? And let me know. Let me know. So with all that said, all that's left to say is any thoughts, comments, general hostile remarks, leave them below. Thank you very much. Bye bye.